My neighbor hated me, so I made her hate gnomes more. I never cared much about Mrs. Henderson, my neighbor across the street, but she seemed care too much about me. Every little thing I did was a problem for her. Mowing the lawn at 10 a.m. Too early, the noise is unbearable. Hosting a barbecue on a sunny Saturday? The smoke is ruining my curtains. Even my dog, Buddy, barking at squirrels was grounds for a complaint. It was exhausting. One day, I'd had enough. I decided it was time for a little payback. Nothing harmful, just enough to make her think twice before knocking on my door again. It started small. I'd play very faint classical music late at night, just loud enough for her to hear through the walls, but not loud enough to warrant a noise complaint. The next morning, she glared at me like I'd committed a felony. I smiled sweetly and waved. Then I got creative. I started pruning my garden at random hours, always when I knew she was napping. I'd hum loudly while doing it just to the annoyance. She'd peer out her window, scowling, but I pretended not to notice. I even set up a bird feeder right by her bedroom window, knowing the chirping would drive her insane. The pièce de résistance came when I discovered her undying hatred for gnomes. Don't ask me why. She just couldn't stand. So one night I snuck into her yard and placed a dozen gnomes in flower beds. When she saw them the next morning, she nearly had a meltdown. I watched from my window, upping my coffee, as she ranted to her husband about the gnome invasion. She stormed over later that day, demanding to know if it was me. I feigned innocence. Me? Why would I do that, Mrs. Henderson? Maybe it's just fate. She hasn't complained since. Every now and then, I catch her eyeing me warily, but she keeps her distance. And the gnomes? Well, let's just say they've become a permanent part of her garden. Revenge, they say, is best served cold, or in this case, with a little ceramic whimsy.